All right. 18-lap race.
One to go.
Did one earlier and it went
Line up on the right
very
side.
well.
Pit road is closed.
But I'll probably.
I've got a race tonight.
Where?
Spain. Pre-season race. It's at 1 AM and I'm working tonight anyway. So I'm working from home, so I can do
Is
it.
Like an American league or something?
It's a bit of both. There's 3 or 4 people from the UK that work similar times to me, so they do it. They race. Majority are American or Canadian. There's one guy from somewhere else.
There are
There's
two
like
additional sets of tires
some
for this race.
foreign country, maybe
Move and have a
Hungary.
good run.
The Norwegian guy. It's a bit of a mix, really. I think it's just people having different shifts. But yeah, the majority are American. It's quite funny watching the incidents when people report them. How many races we had? 9 this season.
Sounds about right. Maybe a little more. 10.
I think it's 9 and it should have been 10.
Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of races. Very short span of time this month, and then a couple. They have like 2 back-to-backs coming up right later in the season.
We had a bigger gap than normal, didn't we, because of the cancellation of Imola?
Right.
Because that was before a long break anyway, so it just made the break longer.
Based off last year, it's probably one of Ferrari's best tracks. Red Bull Ring, they seemed closer than they have now.
Who was
Still
that?
not close. Ferrari.
See, what gets me, and I know they weren't close this week because obviously Perez came through, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that Red Bull is stupidly quick or if Max is just broken.
I think it is the quickest car, but
Oh, and there's no debating that it's the quickest car, as you can clearly see that with the ease in which they overtake Perez today, coming from where he did to even get,
exactly.
he passed signs and gapped signs.
But for it to
He was
be
doing similar times to Leclerc, but I think if there was
that
no
big
Max and it
gaps.
was, I think if Perez was in it and there was no Max, I think it would be a lot closer
I think it'd
for
be
the
like
other teams.
2018, 2019, where Mercedes were quickest, but
Catch
there were
up
still
to car.
races where they didn't win on pace. It's very track dependent, like Red Bull and Ferrari.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Max has finished first or second every week, hasn't he?
That sounds like it.
I
Just
think that
Indiana.
Perez won Baku and Max was second.
Oh, right. I gotta focus for the start of this race, though. At least the first lap
Get
or so.
ready, going green.
It's gonna be. It's a very tight track.
The pace car is off. Be ready.
Did you say it was Monza? Oh no, it was Watkins Glen.
Green flag, green flag.
Teo 21 is live. Oh, Chicago, right.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Everybody taking care of first.
Yeah, I'll make it now.
You got a slow car on the left. Slow car ahead. You got a slow car on the right. Go left. Just set the fastest lap. 1 minute 27.196. New fastest lap for you. You got a slow car on the left. Go right. Left side. You got a slow car on the right. Go left. Keep to the right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
That was a close shave, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was scary, but made up enough places.
The car in P1. Just
So far, so good.
1
I think this guy in front of me is quicker than me. It's a whole way, but I think I'm quicker than the guy who's behind.
You're in 4th position.
I think you are. I just think you've had a couple of bad laps. It's like your last lap was a 31.9. You did a 30.5 the one before.
Oh fuck, I'm in the wall, fuck! Oh my god, that was a big one.
I haven't got that far yet.
You've got wheel damage. Still
It's the
there,
right-hander
hold your line.
coming up to it
Clear
now.
on the right.
Oh yeah, understeer.
I got damage. Fuck.
Right side. Stay
Brother.
on the left. Clear on the right.
I'm trying to pit, you fucking asshole. Oh my god. I'm holding my wheels sideways.
Left side. Clear. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 8.4.
Oh, they're too fucking. Alright, now that's a bit.
Right side. You've got wheel damage. Still there. Clear. Car right. Clear. Car stopped ahead. The leader has did a 1 minute 26.994.
God, it's so hard to steer right now.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Fuck. Didn't do that once in the race earlier. Then I did it twice.
Hill.
Howdy.
Mm.
How's it going?
Oh, fucking knackered.
Oh.
Oh, you alright?
Yeah. Just hit the wall and got damaged in the race, so I'm a little sad, but we move.
What race you doing?
NASCAR at Chicago Street Circuit.
Nice.
They're there this weekend. Real life. Jensen Button's starting today in the top 10 after qualifying yesterday. It's actually a really fun track. I watched qualifying yesterday and then I hopped on here to try it and I was like, wow, it's actually fun. And then I had a race earlier that went really well, and then this one is not going as well, unfortunately. What race did you do earlier?
I'm just doing the MX5s.
Yeah, it's a good way to start.
Where's Danielson?
I don't know. He was here. Then he wasn't.
So in the series list, it's got rookie, class D, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this, I'm not class D. I'm still just rookie, obviously.
Right.
So why is that even there?
You can filter it so that it only shows you what you're.
Yeah, I've got it so owned content, eligible, and rookie. But it's still coming up with
You only
class
have
D.
one tire depth remaining.
If you're over a certain amount, like if your numbers high enough, even at rookie, it's weird how it works.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool looking car, this
Car right. Clear.
Volkswagen Beetle iX thing or whatever. Oh, VW Light.
Yeah.
It's quite cool.
Car right. Clear.
If I can run the rest of the race, 7 or 8 laps without getting damage, I'll be happy. Oh my god, I suck! That's it, that. I just... Big died. That's a shame. What a shitty race. Started so good.
stop. 10 to go.
Conveniently, there's another NASCAR race, one at Daytona in 8 minutes.
Thank you very much. I usually take yours out as well. Like it's a contest, Jess, is it?
Bolton Park is where you're at.
Yeah. Quite enjoying the track, to be fair. There's some of the corner types, so I'm struggling with.
Hmm. if you want to do something that's not as fun as the MX5s, but very different, the Formula V series. I don't know if Charlotte free. I don't remember if I bought that or not.
Not sure. I haven't really had a look. Like Steve just said about doing the MX5s, so I just kind of
Yeah, no, it's definitely. The what's this? Could do some rallycross if you're into that.
some rallycross.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've
you'd have the
not since Colin
content
McRae
for
2 have I really touched something like
that. I've never gotten Steve on the rallycross. I did it with Gav once. He enjoyed it, which I guess could be expected. How you feeling about Soboslai?
penalties to affect Austrian GP result after Aston Martin protest.
What are they protesting?
They're basically considered like the amount of track limits that there weren't enough penalties. I think Dan mentioned it in a chat, saying
So
apparently Hamilton had 11 invalids, which would
jeez.
mean a stupid amount of penalties.
Like at least 2, maybe 3. Well, how does it work? So after you get a penalty, does it reset so that you get 3, then a warning, then a pen again?
I'm not sure.
Because it was.
But it
That's what
sounds
it's at
like if I
least
was
2.
online racing, yeah, sounds like if it was online racing, it'd be fucking disqualified. I'm guessing they've seen plenty of people up ahead. I remember when Hamilton was following No, at first it was Norris on about Hamilton doing it. Then
Yeah.
Hamilton ended up getting a black and white flag and then got a pen. And then as soon as he got past him, Hamilton was just complaining about every person in front of him. I
Yeah,
like to think it was
Checo-
just him whinging, but some of it is probably accurate as well.
Right.
So there was Checo as well, definitely. And then all of a sudden, he didn't get anything else, despite
That's
how
what I'm
much he was
saying, like,
pushing.
The second half of the race, there was like no penalties or anything, which
So
I
they couldn't
found
be bothered to keep
odd.
tracking it.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be interesting if it ends up really shaking things up. But at the same time, it's what it should be as well.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, they shouldn't have all that runoff on those two corners. They should have it how they used to be, so that
Gravel.
if you do go off, then you're in a gravel trap and struggling to keep it out of the wall.
But yeah, put its own punishment there already.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
Oh, baby.
that
And
food
your
was
son.
nice.
What food you get?
I had a curry, mate. I had a chicken madras tonight.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so they have tweeted. I was listening because I still got my stream on, so I can hear what we're saying.
Fucked it. Even worse than
I know,
had
I
already
watched.
Fucked it. It was very sad.
I was watching, yeah. Watching you watch the race as well. Okay, so more Austrian GP penalties are coming. A number of track limit infringements had not previously been referred for potential penalty, and it was determined that some of these infringements did warrant a penalty, but the top three are in the clear that their positions will not change.
I'm pretty sure I saw Perez do multiple.
Yeah, there
The
would be
ones that
where
were
they're just on the
silly.
broadcast and didn't mention it, and it was like, well, he obviously just went off, but nobody mentioned it. And
Yeah,
I don't know if that seemed like that happened so much.
I think the ones that definitely need to be removed anyway, the ones where someone's made a mistake and gone off the track. I think Norris done it a couple times, didn't he?
Did you see the graphic that come up after the retirement?
After what?
After the retirement, fucking it was Hulk, wasn't it? Retired the
Yeah.
car.
That did
But a lap after he retired the car, it come up saying black and white flag for car number whatever Hulkenberg, track limits exceeded.
Oh my god.
Haas tweeted about it.
Really?
Obviously, they were that far behind. Those people that are reviewing the penalties are obviously not watching the race. They're obviously watching, was it a penalty? Was it a penalty? That's probably their job. So they're obviously not watching live. So like, right, Hulk car number whatever needs a pen. Car number this gets a warning. Car number whatever, and the broadcast's like, yep, we'll put it out there. We'll put it out there. Fucking stupid. Verstappen's now up to 5th in most race wins of all time.
Those records are never going to mean anything because the amount of breaks has increased so much.
Well,
And
statistically, it means a lot. I think in terms of race starts to race wins.
I mean, if you're looking at like percentage, then yeah.
It's like Max has got 42 wins in 172 race starts. The
That's
next
crazy.
person up is Prost, who had 51 wins in 199. So Prost is pretty much a 25% win ratio, actually higher, 26%, something like that. So Max has to win 9 races in the next 27 to equal
Green
Prost.
flag, green flag. Okay.
So he needs to win 33% of the next races. FIA have announced there were 1,200 times they had to look at potential track limit infringements.
One more lap.
Over the weekend.
No, for the race.
Just a race.
That's crazy.
Sure, you just have a camera there, no?
Do you know what would solve that issue? Is on that final corner where most of the infringements seem to be happening, is if they had, I don't know, like grass and gravel?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right before you came back. They used to have, there was a highlight I saw on the build-up last week of Michael Schumacher going off on the second to last corner, and he only goes off a little bit, but it was just gravel, so it fucked his race.
Well, how many of them get track limit infringements in Baku?
Exactly.
So they all know how to drive between those walls. It's like when they say Hamilton made a comment in the middle of the race, like,
All right.
I can't keep it in the white lines. It's the car. It's like, well, no, because if you drove that car slower, you can't go into that corner at that speed and keep it in the white lines. Then you need to go into that corner at a slightly slower speed.
Right.
Bit like with the
Because
porpoise
if there was a
one.
wall on the outside and you went into that corner, you'd hit the fucking wall. So you'd go, shit, I better not go in that fast because otherwise I hit the wall. Yeah, it's... what they all do is they all try and get exactly what they try and eke as much time out as they can, which is fair enough, that's the rule, but don't make shit excuses like the car won't turn into that corner.
I like when Toto came over, he's like, we know the car's shit, just drive it, please.
Yeah, but the thing is, the car's not that bad though, is it? They've brought these new upgrades and they've only just started getting used to it. And they've gone to a track which is completely different to the ones that they've been on at the moment.
It's not one of their strong
It
tracks.
never has been, even when they had a really dominant car. Red Bull won quite a lot at hence Max has got 6 wins there now.
Yeah, and Ferrari.
He's only had a
Been
dominant
short
car
Mercedes there.
He's only had a dominant car for 2 years of those 6 wins, and one of them, Ferrari was faster than him at.
Yeah, Ferrari was faster than Mercedes in 2019 as well. So it was Max and Leclerc battling.
Ferrari were rapid last year at Austria.
Yep.
Max kept undercutting him, didn't he? And just kept chewing through his tyres.
Yeah, the first half of last year was actually really good. After the summer break, it went to shit.
Yeah, the technical directive fucked Ferrari, didn't it? Raising the ride height.
And they still haven't really sorted it out, have they?
No, it's affected him.
Oh, but he's starting right in the middle.
Yeah, fucking hearing him come on and just fucking whinge. Stupid prick. I mean, a few drivers done it. Like Lando done it too.
Yeah, Lando started it all, didn't he? Well, on the,
Yeah, he
I mean,
started.
we get selected broadcasts, remember, don't we? We don't get exactly what,
Yeah, they could have all.
we don't get every bit of radio. We get what Liberty Media want us to hear.
Yeah, but like
Just
again,
for
it's just
context.
the way Lando come across compared to Hamilton though was completely different.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I've got a penalty, so he needs one now. It's literally like,
Yeah, that was just like
getting to check this way.
pathetic,
He is
that
going off on it.
attitude. Science's comment was ridiculous as well. He's intimidating me. Fuck off, Science.
Yeah, that was a bit of a... I heard him say that.
What-
I was like, what has he just said?
What exactly did he say? I don't remember that.
He said, Sergio keeps on intimidating me. Are they going to have a look at that? No, they're not.
One left to green. Line up
I think
on
he
the
basically
outside.
just means he's
Closed.
being a bit
Next up,
fucking
03
pushy.
car.
But then just
So
saying
what? That's
he's being
racing.
pushy.
Yeah, but he has it. Well, he is intimidating him, isn't he? He's, you know, filling his mirrors, trying to put his nose in where it doesn't belong, and as long as he doesn't hit him and try and go for a stupid move or force him off track, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be fucking racing drivers. I think De Vries's time is limited in F1.
Yeah.
Sadly. The thing, I think he even come out and said himself, didn't he, that like how to approach the weekend is very different compared to his time in F2, which was literally just get in the car and you make the most of the time you've got, whereas F1's a lot more, you have the time available to actually perfect your weekend, where you could never truly perfect the weekend in F2 in terms of like car setup.
Yeah, unless you get lucky.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah, it's like an honest admission from him. To be fair, like, I appreciate that.
I was talking to someone the other day in work, and I said that I still maintain that he's supposed to be the pinnacle of sport. They concentrate too much on manufacturers, isn't it, and drivers. Just fuck the whole. Oh, you've got to all have different teams and different developments. So if you want closer racing, you want the best to come out on top, give them all the same chassis and the same fucking engine, and then say, right, you do your aero.
Post car is off. Time to do
Then
your
it's still
job.
got the team element, whoever does the best aero and whoever gets the best setup.
Green, green, green.
At least they're all playing with the same tools and the same engine, because it's like just
Inside.
fucking forever. Oh, it's the car, it's the car. For the last 20 years, it's been just the car.
It's.
You've got wheel
Oh
damage.
my god. Oh my god.
Who's won a title that hasn't been considered to be in a front-running car for the last however many years? I don't think anyone
Like
has.
from running, do you mean the quickest?
No, the quickest is it just depends on how much they are the quickest. Are they the quickest like this Red Bull is, where they seem to be quick everywhere, or are they the quickest like, you know, like there's a lot of debate about the 2021 season where Red Bull were quicker at the start of the season, and then you had the rocket ship of Mercedes in the likes of Qatar and Brazil. So
That car
it's sort
was
of balanced out.
fucking
You know, around the middle of the season at Silverstone, where Max and Hamilton hit each other, they were fairly even cars. So in that sense, it's like either one of those cars was the quickest for me, depending on setup
Yeah.
and which race it was and the driver who was in it. But I can't remember a season where a driver's gone and like scored silly points where their car hasn't been. I mean, the last one that scored a shitload of points and their car was nowhere near quick was I think Raikkonen at Lotus.
Yeah,
I
he
can
was never
remember.
truly in the quickest car, was he? But he was always.
I'm pretty sure he won in the Lotus as well, didn't he?
Did he win?
I thought he won the one race.
I remember.
I thought-
Is it? Yeah, he did win a race.
I know they scored a couple of podiums. Have a look. Did he win in Lotus? What year was he in Lotus? Racing record. Lotus, he was in 2012 and 2013. He won both of those seasons. He won one in 2012, one in 2013.
I remember that. Both of those wins. To be fair, for all of Seb's domination in those years, they were also some of the best recent racing years because it was like 6 different winners in the first 6 races and stuff like that.
He won the season opener. He won in Australia in 2013, and he won Abu Dhabi the season before, 3 races before the end. Oh, his Pillar's got himself a seat, does he?
In what? Where's he got himself a seat then?
I think it's the Wales Esports thing, number 2. You know, the one they give the prize money for last year.
Alright.
I only know because I keep getting notifications. They've made basically a chat, not a chat, a list to invite people to the races when they start.
Yeah.
And Pillar's just got added to it then. I've not spoken to him for ages.
Your career lasted a while then?
Yeah, that won't carry on, will it?